Hi, Caleb and Steve from Brownells here, and we are with Bart at the SDI booth. And we were just walking by, because we always have to say hello.
Right.
But we came across something interesting. As a machinist, for as long as you've been doing it, this is something that caught your eye. And Bart, thanks for letting us come into the booth.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming over and checking it out.
Absolutely. So let us know what we got going on here.
You bet. So, per popular request from the students, they wanted to be able to have a project that was maybe a little more hands-on, that they could go through and work with, that they're going to be using in a gunsmith shop. So what better place to start than a lathe?
Exactly.
Which, as we know, you can make parts, jigs, thread barrels, chamber, that type of thing. So they went through and made some connections, decided on this lathe, which is certainly big enough to do a lot of precision work. And it's worked out real well. We kind of put the course together, started with the basics. This is what a lathe does, from turning it on and off to being able to thread barrels and make their own headspace measuring jig.
Okay, excellent. So obviously this isn't the lathe that they would be threading barrels or anything like that on, but it's definitely okay for some precision work. And not only that, but if you can thread something on this, then you can thread it on the big brother to this lathe, right?
Yeah, that's well said. Each student gets one when they come into the course.
Okay.
So they get to keep this lathe, which is kind of cool. And yeah, teaching the basics on a manually operated lathe will help you translate that into a bigger lathe. And we thought maybe these were a little bit easier to ship than a big one, maybe a little bit cheaper.
A lot cheaper, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So it was a great place to start. Oftentimes it's the operator as well as the machines, but these machines will hold pretty darn close tolerances.
Excellent. Steve, I want to get your thoughts on this.
I'm seeing a couple things I really like on here. For one thing, it's got power feed, which my old Unimat did not have.
Right.
There was a lot of cranking back in the day, let me tell you. It's got an all-brick type chuck here. Very universal, easy to use, and fast. If you're in the middle of a job, you can switch out tooling really fast on that. Got a nice looking 3-jaw chuck there. And I'll bet you can get a 4-jaw for this if you wanted to.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
And we teach not only how to operate the lathe, but how to set it up. How do you line the tailstock up?
Yeah.
Make sure the centers are lined up. And basically from start to finish. When you come out of the program and walk into the shop and they say, do you know how to run a lathe? You can look them in the eye and say, yes, I do. I can thread, I can chamber, I understand the head spacing process. And being able to say that is worth a lot to the employer as well as the student.
What's the speed range on this?
Well, it's a variable speed. We typically run on the lower end of the speed range. So obviously for threading, we want to have that way down there so we can, when we single point cut, we can do a nice precise job. But it'll run much faster than you need. I run everything on low speed, almost everything on low speed.
Is this gear driven?
Yep.
Exclusively?
It is.
Okay,
now
that's kind of a feature.
It is. The gears on this can be upgraded, and there's various different things that can be done. It did everything we wanted it to do, and it didn't struggle with it at all. It was nice, and you could tune it, you could tailor it to the job you were doing.
And I wouldn't mind having one of these down in my basement because my garage is really cold right now.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is a mini lathe will allow you to leave if you have a big lathe set up, maybe doing more production stuff when it comes to threading barrels and chambering. And I can take this out if I want to make a firing pin or a bushing, or if I just want to polish something. So that versatility is in how you look at it and how you use it, not only its capabilities, but and the other piece is, why not put the mileage on the less expensive machine?
True.
All right, so you have less wear on your bigger investment.
Right. But I see precision ground waves there. I mean, it's got a lot of features that the big machines have. So
I've worked with 3 of these, and all of them would hold around that 2 or 3 thousandths, within 2 or 3 thousandths. And you're going to leave a little extra metal on there for hand fitting and things anyway. So it does a great job. Been very impressed.
And I understand you're shipping out high-speed steel tool bits, so they learn how to sharpen their tooling.
You know what? That's a great point. We actually go through that in the course, because everything happens at that point of contact between the tool bit and the workpiece.
Right.
And that's kind of where we start from and where we work from. So we go through how to make sure that your bit is the correct shape, the correct height, is supported, is there vibration. And what we've built into the program is we've built in a few problems we'll go along and say, see, when it's doing this, like we have chatter. How do I get rid of chatter? How do I detect it? Am I using the correct center? So we build those little Easter eggs in there to sit there and say, this is how you get out of that. Because it's one thing to teach a program where this is just the way that you do it, but this is likely what's to happen. So we try to bake that into the cake.
Right. And a small machine will teach you to keep your tools sharp.
Yes.
Because the power isn't there to just power on through, with a dull bit.
That's exactly right. Yep. And how to read the chips.
Yes.
If you can't read the chips, you don't really know what that tool bit's doing.
Yep. When they're coming off correctly, there's nothing better.
Yep. A good cut, you can feel it.
Yeah. Sure can.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Bart. This is going to be great for the future students for sure. I know they're really going to appreciate this. I appreciate, as an SDI graduate, that y'all are adding this to the program, so that's amazing.
Yeah, we've gone through a lot of the courses and kind of revamped a lot of things. So it's been kind of a reevaluate what works, what doesn't work, what can we do better, and this is one of the things they focused on.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, thank you so much again for taking us through this. And
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Steve, take us home.
All right. All of you out there, if you're thinking about becoming a gunsmith, give Sonoran Desert Institute a look. In the meantime, thanks for watching. We'll have more content from SHOT Show 2026. See you later.